Hello lads and welcome to my guide for rangers on how to become better at the EOC. Now, if you see me last video, you're probably thinking I am not taking any advice from this fella, but trust me, it all clicked today basically, right? Like yesterday I was getting so many deaths to kills, I was like, I'm not going to stay around on this game much longer, it's terrible. But then today it all clicked and it all made sense, so I'm going to pass on kind of what I've changed and what I'm doing now. Me weapon first of all, I'm using the Zarite bow pretty much all the time. Cheaper alternative and just as good is the hand cannon, but I believe this is better. So let's get started with abilities. If I get in a fight right away, I basically use that, followed by fragmentation shot. You can read there, you know what it does. If the target moves, they suffer 3 times damage. So ideally you want them to move. Yeah, you're not just going to stand still, but the problem is what happens when you're fighting a ranger. You can use that kickback, but most of the time they're still in the same place. So to solve all solutions, it's a strength ability. It's called kick. If we go here and then we go here and then there it is, right? It knocks them back. So I've been going that kick, there we go, right away. You've dealt a lot of damage, and I used this magic one straight after. I'm trying to now get this bar up, and at that point it's usually about the quarter of the way. After that, you can kind of, the Zarite bow is just a standalone powerful weapon, so same with the hand cannon, you can kind of just chill until he reloads and go through the same motion. You can also use this from time to time, but you want to be saving that for at the end. So I'm going to show you some clips now and talk you through the best way I use them. You look at number 3, I use the fragmentation shot, and then I follow that up with number 9, the kick. As soon as that reloads, he's knocked back a square, and just look at the damage within about 2 seconds, like 3,000 damage. So if you combine that with, say, an ultimate, it works a lot better around that. You're really in with good chances of getting a kill. Of course, if you don't hit well with the fragmentation, not much is going to happen, but every 15 seconds, remember, you can reuse this same combo, and don't worry, I take full advantage of that. In terms of ultimates, that incendiary shot, I think it's called, the one I've been using, really effective there, kind of like straps a bomb to them, a couple of seconds later, boom, blow up, and it's game over, kids, basically game over. Another example here, it's important to be getting that bar all the way up, and before I was kind of using the shitty 50% ones and not really getting anywhere, so I'm just using a lot of different abilities to get it up, and then away we go, boom, again, dead. Another thing to point out, that number 1 I've got there, the binding shot, I could be wrong, but it stops the person from eating. So if you use your fragmentation followed by kick, then get your ultimate out the way, and then use your binding shot, they're not eating, right? So it's quite clever. It's all timed if you think about it, because that ultimate takes 3 seconds to go off. So you've strapped it to them, and then 1 or 2 seconds later they can't eat for a further 3 seconds. The ultimate blows up, and then you've got whatever else you've used after that. As soon as you've let off your ultimate and your binding shot, just click like mad, alright? It might cost you arthritis in your right hand, but at the end of the day, you're going to be making bank loot, boys, and that's what it's all about. So, the proof is here, guys. I'm not bluffing you. These combos really do work. Again, here, there's my ultimate ability. A couple of seconds go by, and that one didn't really do too well. But, of course, when you've got your adrenaline bar that high, you can just basically switch between a few. So if it does fail, it's not the end of the world. There's always more there. So I ended up, this is kind of like a rush, but it's just to show you how quickly you can work it up. I'm not pressing random keys here. I'm going with that same combination. But before you know it, look, half. And if you look at theirs really hasn't moved at all. Unfortunately, this person teleports, but it's a good example of where, before you know it, you want to be getting that bar up and you're going to be doing better in the fight. The problem I had before, I was really just like, rushing into things too fast, and it's the ultimate you need. You need to be getting that up, and here's another really good clip as well of 2 ultimates that just blows up, like I say, and there we go, I got the kill. So thanks for watching, guys. If you've learned anything, then hit the like button, and good luck with the EOC.